I thought I'd remind you of the caliber of man I am.
Andrew Tate is a name that's been making waves in the world of entertainment and internet culture. But who exactly is he, and what's made him such a fascinating subject for people all over the world? Tate's life is filled with stories of success and heartbreak. His journey to success is truly remarkable. Starting from humble beginnings, he's overcome numerous obstacles to become one of the most recognizable figures in the world of business and entrepreneurship. With his unique combination of creativity and technical skills, he's created several highly successful ventures, ranging from digital marketing agencies to e-commerce and owning casinos all around Eastern Europe. But Tate is more than just a successful businessman and influencer. He is a visionary leader who's inspired countless people with his passion, determination, and unwavering commitment to the truth, red-pilling millions of young men around the world, injecting them with self-confidence and an internal mission to succeed. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or simply someone who admires great leaders, there is much to be learned from the life and work of Andrew Tate. A complex and polarizing figure, Tate's story is one that's sure to captivate audiences. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying that he's one of the most intriguing figures of our time. Through this documentary, we'll delve into the life of Andrew Tate and uncover the truth behind the legend, including his relatively unknown kickboxing career, which is among the most impactful times in his life, and what has shaped him into the man he is today.
I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet.
Who is Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate was born in December 1986 in Washington, D.C., USA, to a British mother, Eileen, and an American international chess grandmaster, Emery Tate. He has two younger siblings, Tristan and Janine. During his early years, Andrew lived on the south side of Chicago. However, his parents divorced in 1997 when he was just 10 years old, and his mother took him and his siblings to Luton, England, where he spent the remainder of his childhood. In either 2014 or 2017, Andrew moved to Romania, though the exact year is uncertain. A rough childhood. From working in the CIA to being a chess champion, Andrew Tate's father is someone who is clearly gifted. Despite Emery Tate's absence due to his work with the US Army and participation in chess tournaments, Andrew has often spoken about the profound impact his father had on him, inspiring in him a near-religious respect. Emery, a highly intelligent individual who became a chess grandmaster through sheer practice, was revered by his son for his abilities. He instilled a sense of strength and fearlessness in Andrew as he raised his children. When Andrew was 5 years old, he was bullied on the school bus by two kids. Seeking his father's advice, Emery told him he needed to solve the situation himself. One day, on the bus ride home, Andrew took his lunchbox from his backpack and hit one of the bullies on the eyebrow. Scared, he ran home on foot. When Emery saw what had happened, he took Andrew to the supermarket and offered to buy him as many lunchboxes as he needed, including the blood-stained broken one. From that day on, Andrew never saw the two bullies again. Later, while at a gas station with his father, Emery was reportedly mugged for no reason. When the police arrived, they were impressed by Emery's ability to fight off his attackers. He looked at them and declared, "My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor." The police released them, and Andrew never forgot the quote, which became his mantra. Emery Tate died in 2015 while participating in a chess tournament with only $16 in his pocket. Life in the UK and a taste of kickboxing. Luton, a working-class town located in northern London, UK, was home to Andrew and his family. Despite the challenges they faced in Luton, Andrew was a determined and intelligent individual. At 18 years old, Andrew was presented with a free university education, but declined it as he was unwilling to fill out a form he deemed stupid. When asked about his future plans by his mother, Andrew confidently stated that he aimed to become a world kickboxing champion. Despite her initial skepticism, this didn't discourage Andrew from pursuing his dreams. A few years prior, Andrew had started training in kickboxing and sought the guidance of a coach. Despite the coach's initial doubts, Andrew persevered and proved himself by completing the assignment given to him. Impressed, the coach agreed to train him. Throughout his kickboxing career, Andrew held several different jobs, including a position as an advertising salesman. In this role, he sought to build trust with his clients by offering full refunds and encouraging them to place their orders at a later time. In addition to working full-time, Andrew devoted himself to his training, dedicating 5 hours a day, 6 days a week, to sharpening his skills. His hard work paid off when he won the ISKA World Full Contact Heavyweight title at the age of 24 in 2011. He went on to secure the ISKA Full Contact Light Cruiserweight Championship in 2013 and became the Enfusion World Champion in 2014. His most recent title win may have taken place in 2020. Andrew's professional kickboxing record stands at a remarkable 76 wins and 9 losses. Known as King Cobra, he rose to fame in the world of kickboxing in 2010. With his incredible skill and athleticism, he quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with on the national and international scenes. Throughout his career, Tate has competed in some of the most prestigious organizations and weight classes, including Glory, K1, and Enfusion. He's faced off against some of the toughest opponents in the sport, including Rico Verhoeven, Gokhan Saki, and Nierke Holzken. He began his journey in kickboxing as it was the closest gym to his house. To get to the gym, he'd run for an hour or two, train with his coach, and then run back home. The boxing gym was too far away for him to reach on foot, so he opted for kickboxing. He's been involved in several public disputes with other fighters and promotions, earning a reputation as a trash talker and provocateur. One of Tate's greatest achievements came in 2013 when he won the Glory welterweight tournament. In this competition, he defeated Karapet Karapetyan, Karim Gaji, and Joseph Valtellini to claim the tournament title and a $100,000 prize. With this victory, Tate solidified his position as one of the top kickboxers in the world and proved that he was a true champion in every sense of the word, fighting tough opponents. Most of his clips aren't available readily online, but we'll take you through some of his fights. Daniel Hughes. On September 26, 2009, Andrew Tate and Daniel Hughes clashed in Bristol for the local IFK championship. From the first bell, Hughes charged forward, while Tate adopted a defensive stance, utilizing his kicks to maintain a safe distance. After feeling each other out for a bit, Tate turned up the heat, landing strikes from various angles, resulting in a knockdown. As Hughes rose to his feet, the fight resumed with Tate continuing to dominate and ramp up his aggression. This dynamic continued until Hughes was cornered and unable to defend himself, at which point he refused to continue, granting Tate a first-round TKO victory. Jamie Bates. Andrew Tate faced England's Jamie Bates in a highly anticipated match for the Full Contact Light Heavyweight Championship title. Unfortunately, a full recording of the bout isn't readily accessible. However, a snippet of the 8th round can be found online. The excerpt shows both fighters exhibiting exhaustion. As soon as the bell rang, Andrew surged forward and unleashed a barrage of quick kicks. Bates also tried to utilize his legs to gain the upper hand, but when he tried to unleash a powerful attack, Tate swiftly countered with a series of precise combinations using his hands. In the first minute of the 8th round, Andrew executed a well-timed high kick and secured a decisive knockout victory. Jean-Luc Benoit. In March 2011, Andrew Tate faced a setback with his third professional loss in his career when he faced Jean-Luc Benoit of France in a bout for the ISKA light heavyweight title. During the first round, both fighters used kicks to feel each other out. In the second round, Benoit made an illegal groin strike. In response, Tate adopted a more defensive strategy and focused on counter-attack striking, while Benoit continued to apply pressure in an effort to land a headshot. The 4th and 5th rounds saw a continuation of this pattern, with Tate moving to the center of the ring and responding to Benoit's pressure with his own. Ultimately, Benoit won by split decision, setting the stage for a long-standing rivalry between the two athletes. Sami Massa. Andrew Tate faced German fighter Sami Massa in the Fusion 3 Battle of Gladiators on August 12, 2011, after defeating the French Benoit in a rematch. Feeling confident, Tate immediately attacked, throwing strikes in every direction. He quickly knocked Massa down with a fast right hand.
There you go! Beautiful right hand, Billy. I told you, didn't I? The snake strikes, the cobra lands.
When Massa recovered, the fight continued without any drastic changes in his tactics, leading to another hard knockdown from Tate's heavy right. Although Massa recovered quicker, it didn't change the outcome of the fight. Throughout the rest of the round, Tate attacked at will, landing all of his strikes. In the second round, after a few failed attempts to get close and exchange blows, Tate slowed down, calculated the distance, and ultimately ended the fight with a final right hand.
Good shot there from Tate. He did say the second round, and Germany is out. What a crunching shot.
Adnan Omaragic. On August 17, 2011, Andrew Tate competed against Adnan Omaragic and a highly touted up-and-comer in the final match of a full-contact Grand Prix with a championship belt at stake. Right from the beginning, Tate dominated the bout, taking control of the ring and utilizing quick kicks to manage the range. He flawlessly dictated the pace of the fight, delivering well-timed strikes when necessary. After a powerful kick landed, Maricic surrendered the match due to an eye injury, which was later disclosed.
He has a very good jab when he uses it. Oh! A nice high kick there from the Cobra!
With another TKO win, Tate secured the full contact middleweight championship title. Joe McGovern. Andrew Tate faced his countryman and Thai boxing representative Joe McGovern in Manchester. The main event of the evening was Showtime and had a championship status in the middleweight class. This was their first meeting. The fight started quickly, with Joe throwing sharp low kicks and Tate attempting to counter with head strikes and mixed attacks. For the first 50 seconds, Tate tried to keep McGovern at bay and was successful. However, toward the end of the first minute, Tate's heavy left hand connected with McGovern's chin and knocked him down.
Oh! Beautiful shot there, I told you! Beautiful. I told you, this kid is dangerous!
The referee counted to 8 and the fight resumed. As soon as the fighters got up, another kick to McGovern's midsection sent him down again. After another 8 seconds, McGovern tried to change the outcome of the fight by getting up and taking a hook to the body, but another attack from Tate knocked him down for the last time, earning Tate another stoppage win and another championship in their professional careers. Sahak Baparian. Andrew Tate faced the American fighter from Armenia, Sahak Baparian. It was their first bout and was highly anticipated by fans. Andrew started the fight strongly, using his reach advantage to work with kicks and strikes to pressure Baparian. Despite his efforts, the Armenian fighter began to get the upper hand in the third round, regularly changing levels and landing precise strikes. In the fourth round, Baparian dominated with a series of strikes, causing Andrew to slow down. Although Andrew picked up the pace in the final round, he couldn't overcome the Armenian's relentless attacks. At the end of the bout, all judges sided with Baparian, marking another loss for Andrew in his professional career. Richie Hockin. On December 2, 2012, at Infusion 3 finals, Andrew Tate had the opportunity to claim a vacant championship. Confident and ready, he faced Scottish fighter Richie Hockin in the main event. At the start of the fight, Tate got caught with a counter straight but didn't slow down. Instead, he pressed Rich more aggressively and peppered him with leg kicks. When Richie tried to respond with a kick, he got hit with an illegal groin strike. After the referee's warning, the fight resumed, and Tate quickly regained the momentum. He continued to pressure Richie with leg kicks, and when he pushed him to the ropes, he landed a precise right hook that folded the Scottish fighter. Although Richie managed to get up, he didn't last long as Tate rushed in with a drilled combination and sent him to the canvas. The Scottish fighter was unable to continue, and Andrew Tate secured another stoppage win via knockout in the first round. He finished the year 2012 in style. Wendell Roche. Andrew Tate won 5 decisive victories in 2013, including a triumph over French fighter Vincent Pathogen, whom he'd previously lost to in November 2012. In 2014, Tate started the year off strong by knocking out another French opponent, Cyril Veta, in the first round of their March fight. However, a month later, he lost to Miroslav Singal from Slovakia by decision. On June 29th, Tate added another KO to his record by defeating Hollander Wendell Roche. Although the full fight video isn't available online, it's known that Tate won in the second round using a mix of techniques, including kicks and punches, to confuse his opponent. He applied pressure and confidently moved toward the victory, outpacing Roche with a volume of strikes that ultimately led to a TKO win for Tate. Liang Ling. After a resounding victory over his Dutch opponent, Andrew Tate stepped into the ring once again in January 2015 at K1 China vs USA. He faced Liang Ling in the Infusion Grand Prix with a championship belt in the under 19 kilos weight class on the line. Throughout 3 rounds, Tate demonstrated utter domination, commanding the distance and setting the pace of the fight. He unleashed a barrage of strikes, incorporating kicks from different angles, and claimed all 3 rounds, securing a clear unanimous decision victory and adding another accolade in his professional record. Jean-Luc Benoit, 3. On March 2015, Andrew Tate and Jean-Luc Benoit clashed for the 3rd time in their storied rivalry. The fight was an intense and action-packed 7-round battle, with both fighters giving it their all. Despite the fierce competition, Tate was unwavering and showed his mastery of the sport with his relentless pressure, relentless kicking, and fierce determination to win. He finally put the rivalry to bed with a convincing victory, solidifying his status as a top-tier fighter, even in today's highly competitive scene. After officially retiring in 2016, he did make a return for a few fights, solidifying his place as a formidable competitor. Miralem Ahmeti. On February 10, 2020, 33-year-old American Andrew Tate made his debut in the well-known organization KO Masters. At its 7th event, he faced 24-year-old Serbian fighter Miralem Ahmeti. Tate's tactics proved effective, as he utilized proper kicks, managed distance, and studied his opponent's movements. 16 seconds into the first 3 minutes, Ahmeti tried to clinch with Tate but was caught with a heavy knee to the body and sent to the canvas for a knockdown. This only made Tate more confident as he lowered his hands and searched for his opponent's weaknesses. The next high kick from Tate sent Ahmeti to the canvas again, and it appeared that he was no longer interested in continuing the fight. The bout ended with Andrew Tate scoring another victory via TKO in the first round. Iulian Strugariu. More than 2 years ago, in November 2020, Andrew Tate had one of his final fights in the professional ring at RFX One Night in Bucharest. He faced Iulian Strugariu, a Romanian representative. At the time, Tate, considered a veteran, had officially retired and had been focusing more on his business and self-promotion. Despite his official retirement, Tate still looked sharp in the ring, with decent movements and active kicks. He expertly managed the distance and dropped the Romanian fighter to the ground with ease. Confident in his power, Tate knew he was in control, and despite the Romanian's attempts to get up, he eventually scored another stoppage win with ease.
And that's it.
Andrew Tate!
Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan were both passionate about kickboxing and followed each other's careers closely. Tristan was a talented fighter in his own right, eventually becoming a European champion. One day, while in Deauville, France, for a fight, Andrew was struck by the exorbitant cost of a bottle of water at a restaurant, which was $10, and expressed his disbelief to Tristan. Although he was earning a significant amount of money from his fights, with earnings ranging from $100,000 to $150,000 per victory, the sport of kickboxing wasn't as popular as boxing, and he wasn't as wealthy as he would have liked. After winning his 3rd World Champion title, Andrew found himself in need of money. He had invested in property in Thailand, but only had $70,000 of the $100,000 needed in his bank account. In a moment of desperation, he took the $70,000 to a casino and unfortunately lost it all. This experience got him thinking, and he locked himself in his room, determined to understand the source of money and how it was created. It was from this introspection that Andrew realized he needed to create a business of his own. He thought about his options and finally settled on starting a webcam business. I was a kickboxing world champion, but kickboxing isn't boxing. I'd make $100,000 per fight, but I didn't consider myself rich. That's actually the reason I retired. I woke up one day and realized I'm giving 6.5 hours to the fight game. I believed if I applied that same time and energy to making money, I'd be a millionaire. I truly believed that. Making money. Tate's journey into the webcam business started with his brother and 2 of his girlfriends. They became successful, and at their peak they had over 70 different models working with them and claimed to have made as much as $4 million a month. However, his success was short-lived when he got into some trouble with the police. Tate saw this as a clear sign that the government wasn't fond of him and he'd never be left alone. Rather than face more trouble in England, he decided to move to Romania, where he felt he'd find more welcoming shores. Andrew Tate's move to Romania in 2017, as he claimed, was prompted by several factors such as safety, a more religious and conservative atmosphere, and the presence of friends. Despite the uncertainty surrounding his webcam business, Tate was financially secure enough to not have to work again. He sought investment opportunities and eventually met 2 brothers who owned casinos throughout Europe at a kickboxing event in Romania. When the brothers declined his initial offer of investment, Tate came up with a new strategy. He proposed an investment to build casinos under their brand, next to their competitors, using his funds. The brothers accepted, and Tate got to work studying his competitors. He decided to offer free coffee at his casinos as a way to attract gamblers. Philanthropic work. Tate is known for his charity work and for giving back to the community. He has a big heart and is always looking for ways to help those in need, such as working with various organizations to provide food and shelter for the homeless and raising money for various children's hospitals.
And then I do a lot of charity personally. Like if I know somebody and they have a problem, I'll give them money. I had a friend whose daughter was sick. I gave them money, or I have a friend who needs something, I'll give him money.
This showcases that he's not just a skilled fighter, but also a compassionate person who cares about making a positive impact in society. I always feel embarrassed to tell people about the charity work I do, because when I do charity, I think it should be from the heart and not for likes. But now I understand that all of the media is saying I'm a bad guy, and I'm not even telling all the good I do because I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think you can just give goodness from your heart and not for attention. Media presence. Tate's media presence has been growing by the day, and this is largely due to his positive and charismatic personality. He's a natural in front of the camera, and his interviews are always entertaining and informative. He's a great communicator, and he knows how to connect with his fans. He's always willing to engage with his fans on social media, and he's always willing to answer their questions. This is why his media presence is so important, as it gives him an opportunity to showcase not just his skills, but also his personality. Tate promised to empower his audience and help them escape the matrix by teaching them how to make money independently, thereby freeing themselves from slavery. He made good on this promise by launching Hustlers University in 2021, a platform that offers online courses in subjects like copywriting, e-commerce, Amazon FBA, and dropshipping, among others. The website boasted a high retention rate, in part because Tate prevented anyone who had cancelled their membership from re-registering, thereby creating a sense of fear of missing out, FOMO. To fuel growth, Tate quickly introduced an affiliate program that offered a 50% commission on each sign-up and encouraged his followers and affiliates to share TikTok-style videos of him talking on podcasts, along with their affiliate links to Hustlers University in the description. This strategy generated a media frenzy, and by July 2022, Andrew Tate was ubiquitous on platforms such as Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube, ranking as the 8th most searched-for person on the planet that year. Despite the controversy surrounding the affiliate program, with some labeling it a pyramid scheme, Hustlers University membership skyrocketed to 110,000 members by November 2022. At this point, Tate rebranded Hustlers University as The Real World, with a more polished design and an unchanged monthly fee of $49.99. The affiliate program remained in place, offering benefits to each member who signs up. Today, it's estimated that The Real World has 200,000 subscribers and has helped countless youngsters in achieving their dreams. The hypocrisy of mainstream media. Andrew Tate's rapid decline and fall from grace in the Western tech world took place in mid-August of 2022. He was banned from numerous platforms including YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, PayPal, Uber, Airbnb, and Stripe. However, despite these cancellations, Tate's popularity only continued to grow. His failed attempts at cancellation only served to increase his notoriety and make him even more famous. As a result, he was inundated with invitations to speak and comment on his cancellation. One of the most notable events was his 5-hour interview with Patrick Bet David, which was viewed by a staggering 11 million people and likely set a record for the longest interview of its kind. Following his cancellation, Tate took to the free speech platform Rumble, where he quickly gained a following of 650,000 subscribers in just 1 week. The surge in popularity on Rumble even caused the platform's stock to increase by 20% during that time period. 2022 Romanian investigation. Tate was arrested on December 29, 2022 on suspicion of human trafficking. As of the date of this video, no charges have been filed, leading many people to believe Tate was framed, and his popularity was the reason behind it, as people couldn't stomach someone so bold and outright to be sharing his true views, no matter how controversial it is. Following his arrest, Tate shared this tweet. The Matrix sent their agents. One of the Tate brothers' lawyers has stated that the defense team has not yet received a copy of the evidence presented by the prosecution to the judge. The lawyer has also raised concerns that the Tate brothers didn't receive an accurate translation during their hearing for the 30-day extension. 2 women who have lived with the Tate brothers have publicly defended them and have denied that they were victimized. These 2 women have tattoos that they say they obtained out of respect for the Tate brothers. A tweet on 5th of February he wrote is, "I updated my will from prison. I'll be donating $100 million to start a charity to protect men from false accusations." Tate's view on life. Tate was raised as an atheist, but he still felt there was a higher power in the universe. This changed when he claimed to have witnessed the devil and concluded that if one exists, the other must exist too. This led him to Christianity, but he's since converted to Islam, saying it's the only real religion left, one that people will actually defend its beliefs against modern Western society and theory. Tate is a firm believer that men have a challenging existence, requiring great effort and determination to attain financial stability and the attention of women. He asserts that men bear the responsibility of taking care of both themselves and their partners, making it necessary for them to have a strong and confident demeanor. Tate sees the world as an extremely competitive place, with an every man for himself mentality. He claims that the middle class and powerful individuals at the top of society are disappearing due to inflation, and that the only way for men to survive is to become one of these powerful individuals. Despite this perceived difficulty in life, Tate views his struggles as a blessing, as they've made him stronger. He bemoans the perceived weakness in many modern men, and has even joked about raising his male children in the harsh conditions of Russia. We'll end this documentary with a beautiful quote from Tate. The temporary satisfaction of quitting is outweighed by the eternal suffering of being a nobody. With that said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you guys enjoyed it. Until next time.